What is going on, everybody? Today we are taking a look at the full self-driving beta software update 2020.40.8.12. Now, this is not my video. This is from Vincent on Twitter, so I will link to him below in the description. If you want to see more, check that out. And I want to show you this. It's a point A to point B drive. Now, it's not in 16:9, but we'll fix that eventually. The car is in autopilot right now. If you look at the top left of the screen, there's a tiny little blue circle, and under the 1, under the speed right there, it is also in blue, which is showing us this is in autopilot. You will also notice this is a new UI, so let's cut to that really quick. It shows the new UI in action. It's really nice. You can see the car looks a lot better. There's different ways to open the trunk and the frunk. And the visualization is just much improved. And then you can see here, this is kind of the driving view, and that's the end of the video, so I'll pause it really quick. But this is what the new UI looks like. It's bigger on this side, so the map is slightly smaller. This may not make it to the final build. We don't see cars or anything anymore, so I think this will look different when it starts rolling out to the public. But in the top left, you have your gear selection, and that's also where autopilot is now. And so it's a little harder to see the blue steering wheel. So it just took this right turn. Autopilot, again, is on. Being very safe. Hands are on the wheel just in case we need to take over. And we're going through a green light. Car has no problem there. You don't need a lead car on this build at all. A little bit of braking. You can see I'm trying to watch the regen below the speed. Of course, I'm not in the car. And unfortunately here I have to cut the audio because some music gets put on and we can't have that on YouTube. But looking here, the car is doing a great job just keeping the lane, nothing too complicated here. Speeding up a little bit so you can see the white line below the speed, and then if it turns green, that means we have braking. So to me it looks like we're coming up to, okay, it was red and now it's green. It's funny because, you know, this is kind of what the car is doing, right? It's looking at a camera feed and trying to judge what to do. So it's a little strange for us not being in the car to actually feel and see the things for ourselves all around what's going on. So most of this is a pretty easy drive, but we're not seeing any weird stuff. You know, people sometimes complain of phantom braking, where the car will brake for no reason. Again, going right through a green light, don't need a lead car, don't need to confirm, don't need to do anything. The car has no problems there. I'm also noticing we're not seeing, you know, the green lights and things on there. So that's pretty interesting. Again, this is a beta, so in the final build, this will look different for when you and I get it. Hopefully, I'll be getting the beta. Keep tweeting at Elon. Okay, there are some traffic lights up there. I guess I just missed them. So there are traffic lights up above, still being shown. And then a lane change. Again, this is all being done by the car. So a left turn is coming up, and I'm told this is much improved because what you're seeing here is the car is moving to the left to get ready to make a left turn, and it's doing it in this version a lot earlier than before. I guess in earlier versions the car would wait a little too long, and sometimes there would be too many cars in the way and it would be difficult to make the left turn. You know, even if a human was to wait too long, you know, if you wait too long you can't get in. And so the car is doing a lot better job now moving over, preparing for the steps it has coming up, and you can see on the UI that we have a left turn coming up soon. I am noticing a lot of speed changing. I'm not sure if that's because the speed's actually changing on the road. I haven't really noticed the speed limit signs, or if for some reason the car is just speeding up and slowing down. But so we're coming to our first red light here, and look at that, right into the left turn lane, left into the left turn lane, and looks really good. So we're slowing down. Wow, this is confusing. Is there even a red light? Wow, it's all the way across to the left there. We got a car passing in front, and you can see that car on the screen was just a box. We didn't have like the visual of the car. So I wonder if we're getting new visuals of that soon. Elon did say on Twitter that our cars will be able to see Teslas. So it turns green. That's crazy. All the way across the street. Oh, okay, it was above. We couldn't see it from our view. And a nice left turn. Again, the car is doing all of this by itself. Man, this is insanely impressive, and I am insanely jealous of what we're seeing here. This looks so fun. But I have heard, you know, from the beta testers, there's a reason this is a beta. It's not done. And so if you're seeing other videos with mistakes or some of the crazy headlines, you know, that's why it's not out to everybody. The people who are doing this have signed an agreement saying they will be extra cautious. So a nice right turn here. They will be extra cautious. They will make sure that the car doesn't make any mistakes. And they're reporting these bugs. So, you know, this guy was out here doing this drive in the middle of the night last night. He's basically helping Tesla learn on his own time, which, you know, I think a lot of us would love that opportunity. We'd love to do that. But the car's doing a great job. And if he comes across any bugs, he has a special icon in the top of his screen, and he can just click that, and it will send all the data to Tesla. I think it sends about 10 seconds worth of video and all the other pieces of data that the car can collect, and Tesla can kind of figure out why that bug happened and hopefully fix it. So continuing here, it has a lot of nag. So the nag is the same as our current build. It's every 10 to 30 seconds depending on speed. It looks like it's a little more frequent here. And I'm not sure if he's just not holding his hands on the wheel very much or why it's nagging so often. But good job with that red light and then continuing through the green. It doesn't look like it's getting confused at all. And then another new thing in this build versus the old betas, again, we're going to have to kind of live through all the videos on YouTube and our friends that actually have this beta. One of the new things is it can now turn into your destination. So before, it would the full self-driving beta would kind of arrive, and it would be on the street, and it would just kind of slow to a stop. And of course, you'd just have to take over and pull into wherever you're going. Well, now with this, it's going to actually pull into the shopping place where he's going. I think he navigated to a supercharger for this drive, so I'm not exactly sure. But look at that, the car, this is still autopilot. Wow, that is so cool. And then that's the end. Transitioning into another video here. This one is also from Vincent, of course, and it is in heavy fog, and it is extremely impressive. I can leave the sound on. He doesn't have music for this one. And he's going to turn on autopilot right here. And so now, again, the car's doing everything. It's a little harder to see the blue, but under the speed limit, you can see the little blue autopilot words there. Wow, you can't really see much of anything in this clip. But the car is speeding up. See, this is hard because since I'm not in the car, I can't tell you if I, would be going this speed or not either. And it seems like he possibly slowed it down there. But we're stopping for this red light, which you could not see before that. Green, and the car is continuing through, and just this stuff is very impressive. I gotta be honest, I was, if you've watched my videos, I've been a tiny bit of a skeptic on, the level 4, level 5 stuff, and, we're not level 5 yet, but this stuff where the car's doing everything, making the turns and all that, and I was skeptical that we were going to get it within the next few years, and this is blowing me away. I'm too excited for this, and I can't wait for it to get it out of this beta stage, because it already looks so good. But both these videos, were very impressive to me, and I hope you enjoyed them. And check out Vince's stuff and leave any questions you have in the comments down below, and you will see me in the next video.
So Autopilot and I are happily driving along